Perfect. Okay, so now you guys know it's being recorded, and we're going to talk all about what the Quanta Capsule is and how to use it, how to increase your income. Couple more things that I want to tell you about, some news, and then we're going to get to the Quanta Capsule. I want to give you a sneak peek here. The Quanta Capsule actually looks like this, you guys. And just to cut to the chase, and then we're going to go through all the steps to get there, is that the Quanta Capsule is a separate app that you use. And I don't know why it's taking a little bit of time to load, but once you get inside the Quanta Capsule, this is what your client has. Your client receives this program. It costs them about $49 to get this. But when you sell it to them, you may want to sell it to them for $79. It's not a markup per se. You want to make sure that you sell it and you inform them that they're getting frequencies from you for that price. All right. So when you sell it to them, you say it's $79 because you're getting a $50 fill on your capsule and $49 for the capsule, which is $99, and you're getting a $20 discount for your first fill up of the capsule. And I'm going to check for you what you personally need, and then I'm going to send you the frequencies in the capsule. So they personally get to experience that you're sending them the frequencies in the capsule, which is quite amazing. So we're going to come back to this, and also I just want to show you a few more things. Many of you have my remedy plate, and I just want to show you a variation on the remedy plate that we just got in. It's going to be put on the website soon. So this is actually a variation on the remedy plate that you have, and it's called the Quantum Entanglement Generator. And what you do with this is you attach it to the Genius, and you actually, if you see the client in person, you will take a little lock of their hair and you'll put the hair in actually the Quantum Entanglement Generator, and this will direct the frequency to that person. Yes, we send all types of things long distance with quantum energy. This is just a way to laser focus that energy. So once again, it's called the Quantum Entanglement Generator, and it actually works. You connect it right to your Genius via the 3mm port. Everything, of course, is falling over all over here. So as you guys know who have the remedy plate, you connect it right here. And then the Quantum Entanglement Generator is good for a person that you see in person, or they could send you a lock of the hair, and you put this in here, and it will, everything that's on here, the tracings and the way that it was set up was to set it up to be able to direct that frequency to them. And it's quite mysterious and really quite interesting. So especially if you have a very chronically ill person that's going to need a lot of sessions from you personally, you may want to get this Quantum Entanglement Generator. I'm going to be sending a link for it, and then it'll be on the website soon. We just got that in, and it's really a fun tool to use. So yes, the Genius sends everything long distance. This is just an added tool if you want to use the added tool. So it's called the Quantum Entanglement Generator. So that's another tool that you can use. Now let's talk about you and biofeedback a little bit. In the Practitioner program, that's 8 classes that show you how to use the strategies and protocols of the Genius. So if you've taken Practitioner Level 1, you know how to set up a business with the Genius. As a practitioner, you can work with people long distance, you can work with people in person. You can work with people on the physical level, you can work with people on the emotional level. You could be a life coach, you could be working with people to find out what their core negative belief systems are. We have some of those already in the Genius, and let's take a look at those for a moment and just talk about those. But what you should be doing is you should be, skip this really quickly here, you should be generating as a practitioner anywhere from $75 to $200 per session. So you should be generating $75 to $200 per session. We talk about this in the Practitioner program. If you can't do that, you don't feel worthy of it, or you feel like you're just getting your skill set up, at least charge them $49. Okay, start with $49, a $49 special. That's a good entry point. You could even do a free 15-minute introductory session for them. So, you could do a free 15-minute scan for them. That's another great way. You want to introduce them to how wonderful everything that you're doing is, that you want them to understand that this is an amazing personal engagement for them. And once they see the vitamins, they see the minerals, they see their chakras, you guys, anybody who's been doing this for a while knows that they are hooked. They love the personal engagement. It's so exciting for them. So this is what you want to do to build your business. Once you're in that flow of doing that, the Quanta capsule allows the person who is receiving the frequencies from you to run those frequencies for themselves daily in between sessions. You guys, it doesn't replace you. What it does is it enhances what you are already doing. The key to biofeedback is repetition, over and over and over again. We want to steep them in the energy. Your cells are completely healthy. Your DNA is completely healed. Biofeedback is both quantum biofeedback is a combination of the frequencies and the assessments in the genius, and it is also a marriage, or like a holy trinity of your intention that you're sending to them and their constant focus on the attention to heal, the attention and intention to heal themselves. And quantum biofeedback tools like the Genius are conduits to that. They open the door to that. They allow people to do it in a structured and organized fashion. But the very best, if you think about how human beings are in general, we have to do things over and over again to entrain them into our system. Can we exercise once a month and be in good shape? When do we have the best exercise or the best fitness? When we do it consistently, if not daily, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. You know how good you feel when you do these things. So quantum biofeedback is like that, you guys. I don't know if Fiona may still be on vacation, but our wonderful Fiona, who helped this gentleman heal from his heart condition where he no longer needed to have heart surgery, she did 25 days in a row sending him the vessel harmonizing program. And that's when he reached the point where he walked into the office to get a stent, to get the heart surgery. And they said, we don't know what you're doing. We don't understand biofeedback, but you can go home because you no longer need the surgery. But she did it 25 days in a row. Now, maybe you can't do 25 days in a row for your client. Maybe you can do 3 days a week. So you want to fill up their capsule and have them run the frequencies themselves. That's what the Quanta capsule is all about. And it would be similar to the days when the nutritionist said, okay, we did your session today, but I want you to take a vitamin C 1 time per day out of this little bottle that I'm giving to you, this little prescription. I want you to come back to see me in a few weeks, or in a week, or in 2 weeks, or whatever it might be. Instead, what we're doing here is we're giving them the bottle of the prescription that we're giving them is the energetic capsule. It's a place where we hold space for them to receive frequencies on their own device. And then they just simply push a button and they run those frequencies once a day, twice a day, however we are going to tell them to do that. And then you charge them every time you refill the capsule because you're doing a service for them. You're testing them for the frequencies that they need. You do a session with them, and then after that, you dispense the capsules. you dispense the frequencies to the capsule. You also can work completely offline, where they can fill out a PayPal for you for, say, $75 or $55. And that means that you're going to scan them offline when they send you a voicemail and a recent picture. You're going to scan them offline, and then you're going to dispense their result. Their little bubblegum ball that they get out of the bubblegum machine is going to be the frequencies that they receive from you. So you're going to send them the frequencies, and don't worry, I'm going to show you the whole kit and caboodle of how you find the frequencies and then you send them their frequencies. So we're going to get into all of that. You purchase the typical way that we do that is you purchase the capsule in advance. And we have some specials. We have buy 5 capsules, get 1 free today, or buy 10 capsules and get 3 free. A capsule is $49, and you will get all the activations. When you know who you want to dispense or give the capsule to, you tell us their email address, and then we send them their personal activation. When they do that, they will download this onto their phone, tablet, Samsung Galaxy, whatever it is, whether it just has to be an Android or an iOS device. They then download this particular frequency on there. This particular app, and then they tap on the app. They have to enter the exact email that they requested along with their activation, and then you will send them a code. And we're going to go through all of this. They import the code via right here. It's going to say import Genie Quanta. I don't know why Ryan named it Genie, but let's just roll with it. You enter your Genius code right here, and that's going to be just a cut and a paste, and we'll go over it. And then their frequencies that you've selected for them will populate right here on the list. Now, those frequencies could be negative belief systems, or more likely they're going to be positive affirmations. You could create positive affirmations just for them, or we have positive affirmations. You could have all the Young Living oils that you want to send to them. This could still be a business builder for Young Living, where they could actually see and receive all the oils that you've selected, and say of 10 oils, you also recommend that they get 3 of the ones that you've dispensed in the actual physical form. So you choose the frequencies. There's a charge for that. It could be $30, it could be $50, it could be $75. You're going to select the affirmations that they need. They receive them, they download them onto the Quanta capsule, which is here, which is something they maintain on their device. Once they purchase the capsule, they never have to purchase this app again. They have it for life. But they will need to pay you to send them a new prescription. And one thing that the developer, that Ryan was so smart to think of, is that these frequencies, remember this tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. So these frequencies will go away in 5 days. They will completely disappear. Now, let's say that you were very successful. You got them to download the capsule. You charged them maybe $79, okay? So they're going to get $30 is going to fill their capsule for the first time, and then $49 pays the price of the capsule. But you were smart. You got the 10, and then you got 3 for free, so you've already gotten a discount on the capsules, and you're going to charge them for the session. So you're already making money, and a little bit of money starts to add up here. Then you want to teach them, so you're going to train them. You can also charge them training time to train them how to use the capsule. That's totally legitimate. And how to set it up. You have to charge for your time when you're a practitioner. Your time is valuable. It's one of the most valuable things that you have to offer. So then you're going to teach them. They're going to pull down, make sure they know how to pull down the frequency. That's probably the one piece here that they actually do need to do. And you want to be careful about how many frequencies that you send to them. Make sure that they're willing to pull them down. I know it sounds unbelievable, but make sure they're willing to pull them down into the tray. And then you show them every day, you know, client, I want you to set this timer to 7 minutes. And for every day in the morning for 7 minutes while you're meditating or while you're breathing, you're going to go ahead and you're going to run these frequencies. You can also have them obtain the wristbands from my website, awakentotalhealth.com. They can put the wristbands on and receive the frequencies that way. They can put a great set of headphones on. I don't think CL is joining us, but CL is one of our newest certified practitioners in North Carolina. And she got a very exceptional set of headphones. And she said, wow, I never even heard the tones in the same way as I did with these amazing headphones. So I think it's off because it's connected to the entanglement generator. There we go. So, so that you and tell them to listen to the frequencies every day for 7 minutes. They could even purchase a remedy plate if they wanted to from the website, and they could put their frequencies into water. But simple enough, just have them listen to the tones or be close to the tablet while they're receiving the tones. And that's all there is to it, you guys. That's it in a nutshell. Let's get some of your comments and questions. Will this be recorded? I think it's so funny when you guys ask me that. Kathy, definitely will be recorded. I try to record everything, but thank you for reminding me, because it actually reminded me to turn on the recording. So, want to learn more about the Quanta Capsule? Thanks, Sandra. That's what we're doing today. And Sharon W. Sharon, I think you're from North Carolina, Sharon W. She's a practitioner. So good to have you here. Chat box is not working. No, definitely I'm getting your chat, but it's only, I'm the only one who sees your chats, you guys. So if you want to send something private, I'm the only one who sees those. How many frequencies are recommended at a time? Now, this is totally up to you, but you have to ask yourself, what is your client willing to put into the box? Are they willing to drag all of those frequencies down into the box? If they are not, then only put as much as they are willing to drag into, drag is a terrible word, as place down into the balancing tray. And they don't have to move them from here. They can just, as a matter of fact, can they actually clear this out? Yeah, you can clear the list. There you go. Clear. No, that's going to clear the list on here. Wow, you know what? I don't know how to do that. Can you drag them out of here? Can you pull them out like that? Yes. Okay. Phew. So they can actually clear them out if they only wanted to run dopamine. So the easiest thing for you guys to do is maybe choose 10 or less for them, and then instruct them. Once they're in here, they'll stay in there. So then every day when they wake up, all they'll need to do, as far as I know, is just keep hitting the button. So when they wake up, they don't need to keep dragging them in. They can just push that button. Okay. So I thought the energy changes often, especially after running the frequencies. Now, we have such passionate people. I love it. Sharon asks, I thought the energy changes like right after they run the frequencies. Well, it definitely does, but that doesn't preclude them from taking some very key frequencies and running them every day. And it's really impingent upon you as the practitioner to decide what those key frequencies are. If you know that somebody is dealing with cancer, then running the 528 hertz or frequencies to heal their DNA every day, that ain't going to hurt them, you guys. They're going to need that every day. When you know somebody has a chronic condition, or a positive affirmation, or even imagine like thieves, the young living oil, like that's something that's good for them to have every day as they're trying to boost their immune system. So yes, they change after running their frequencies, and in a perfect world, you could send them new frequencies on their capsule every single day, and they could just clear the list and receive the new frequencies. And if that's something that you want to do in working with people, then you should do it. But I think we can all agree that there would be some key frequencies that we could send them for the next 5 days, and that would keep everybody happy, or for half a week. So that's the idea with that. When would you go over what the capsule works on again? iPad or Droids? So the capsule works on everything that the Genius works on. If the Genius works on an iPad, then this works on the iPad. Everything the Genius works on, so everything the Genius works on Android, the Genius works on iOS, the Genius works on an iPad, the Genius works on an iPod. So all of those things would be what the capsule works on. It's not really going to work on a Fire or a flip phone. So everything else it works on. Quanta capsule for delivery to pets. You guys, these questions are hilarious. So now for pets is absolutely fine, but is the I mean the pet's not going to do the capsule, so is the owner is going to do the capsule for the pet? As long as you have whoever you have created these frequencies for, that's whose energy field it's going to land on. So whoever you created these frequencies for, that's who the frequencies are going to be sent to. So that's the ones that you could run. If an owner is going to run this for their pet, then you could definitely do that. You know, I think the pet is going to have to be close to the capsule in this case. This is actually a good sort of a nuance. We know that the frequencies were created and sent in consciousness to that person, but when you play the frequencies on the capsule, I think you want to be close to the capsule. That's the idea. So if the pet can be close to the capsule or listening to the tones, then I think that that would be fine. Oh, we lost sound. We have the sound back. Okay, I think once we know their patterns, we can always send them basics like solfeggios. Yeah, you can send them the frequencies that were specific, but things that you know that would be helpful for them to run every day. But you guys, when somebody has a chronic thyroid issue, for them to run thyroid stuff every day, that's what you want. And then when they're done with the thyroid issue, then you can send them adrenal tones. You know, that's the way that you do it. And it's not going to matter that they're running them every day. You want them to run that energy daily, just like you want to do your go to the gym or do your yoga or do your meditation. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Quantum biofeedback works very much like this microphone is so weird, works very much like a mantra or an affirmation. If you go back to the Indian, the Vedic practices, the Hindu practices, you must chant your mantra every morning. You don't get a day off. The mantras are said if you're breathing and you're on the planet, you're saying your mantras. And I want you to think about biofeedback in a very similar way. You want to keep entraining that frequency that helps them to transform, that helps them to change. Is it absolutely necessary that they do it every day? No, they'll get good benefit from working with you 3 times a week. Will they get more benefit if they're thinking about this, doing this, running it for themselves, not just once a day, but maybe even twice a day? Yes, they're going to get better benefit from doing that. If you have an iPad and you want to send to a tablet, does that work? Yes. So, okay, let me explain. It does not matter what the two people have does not matter. You can send your quanta capsule frequencies to anybody who's able to download that quanta capsule. So if you have an iPad and they have a Samsung, you can send them the frequencies. There's no worry about that. They don't have to be on the same system at all. Okay, so do you have any case studies or testimonials so far that we can use to help our marketing of it, especially when I'm just getting started? Thank you so much, Ted. Ted, what I recommend that you do is that you look at the summit videos that I created, which are all about our practitioners telling the stories. I think I sent that to you yesterday, but I'd be happy to send it again or send it for the first time. That the whole purpose of our Genius Summit was to get our practitioners talking about their amazing case results. And so that's what we have that you can share with other people. It's a good question because you want those stories, and that's why we did the summit, is to have the stories from the practitioners telling about the amazing benefits that they're getting, healing themselves, healing their children. We have one woman, I don't think she's on today, Kelly, in Southern California, and you know, we would never talk about this, but she has been able to cut her pediatrics bill for her kids considerably because she heals so much with energetic medicine using the Genius. We would never say, you know, hey, cut your pediatrician out of the picture. We would say go to the doctor, but she's been able to resolve so many things, both with the detection ability of the Genius and with the frequencies of the Genius. That's Kelly. You guys know that she spoke in the last summit. And then remember that Fiona used the vessel harmonizing program for a gentleman who had calcifications in his heart so bad he was going to need a stent in his heart. And she did the vessel harmonizing program every day for 25 days for him, along with other frequencies on the Genius. After the 25 days, he went into the doctor in order to get his procedure. They were about to start the procedure. They did imaging. The imaging came back. The doctors looked at the imaging that they do pre-surgically. They looked at him. They didn't know what to do. They said, you no longer need this surgery. And we documented Fiona's telling of that story at the summit. So hopefully things like that are very, very helpful to help you market what you're doing and to let people know that this is very, very real, that the frequencies have very real effects, and that miracles and incredible things are happening every day, although we don't make any claims about them. Does a person have to have Wi-Fi to get the frequencies into the capsule? Yes, they do. They do need some type of internet connection in order to import the frequencies into the capsule. So it doesn't have to be Wi-Fi per se. It could just be an internet connection. They could just have cellular on their phone, and that would be fine. So let's go through the process of how this actually works. You guys are asking excellent questions. I didn't mean to thwart your question asking, so just go for it and ask more questions. I really appreciate it. And let's just go into and see if we had done a scan on this person. Oh, we're getting a little bit of a delay here. There we go. Okay, so let's just say that we had done a scan here, and now let's have some fun. Let's look at today's stress. Today's stress is a good one to do on every single person. So that's a good one to do just as a general check. So just like you're doing every single day. In fact, you know, one thing that you could do if you were going to a conference or an expo is you could actually just sell this with the capsule, do the check, and instantly send them the frequencies on the capsule. So if you're a good marketer, this is something that you could do really Johnny on the spot. Is, hey, before you leave today, I'm going to give you something that I can actually send you home and you can run these frequencies. If you want more frequencies in the future, then come back and see me. You guys, $97 or $75, that's not a lot for people to pay when they really feel like it's going to make a difference for them. And they're absolutely fascinated of the things that you can discover for them. One thing we know for sure is that the things you can discover in a few minutes of testing on the Genius is probably more information than their doctor or psychologist would find out in years of working with them. It's just amazing because you're going to the innate intelligence. You're going to universal knowing. You know, it's like a very, very fast and rapid muscle test. So it's quite amazing. So this says degeneration usually means the person's working actively on something, some hormonal issues. Then we go down to the bottom here. We've got some liver stress, some environmental stress, fungus, lymphatic, all of that, you know, just an example of things that you run in a regular scan, and you can talk to them. This is all energy. These are places where you have blockages in your energy. All we want to do is open up that blockage by changing the frequency. Everything can be changed if we change the frequency. If we change the frequency, then it's very likely that an infection can no longer stay there. That's changing the frequency. Let's add some fun panels and look at some possible affirmations that you could send to a person. So let's add those. Come back here, go to the libraries. We'll scan the libraries and we'll go to the healing chronic cases. Those who took practitioner level 2, we did the healing chronic cases with all the affirmations. So you can still do practitioner level 2 as well if you're interested. Anybody can download that series. So let's talk about this. If we go, I'm going to look under my healing chronic cases, and I'm going to go down to embracing, I think it's, oh, healing affirmations. Okay, so let's go to healing affirmations. So what we do here is we check them for the reds and the blues. These are going to be the affirmations that most resonate for this person. So these are the frequencies, or these are the affirmations that that person needs right now. You guys could write your own affirmations. If you're a life coach, or if you're very creative with words, you could create your own affirmations. These are just ones that I personally wrote for this program. So all is well means all is well is resonating with that person. Now for the Quanta capsule, you have to put your frequencies in the lower tray. So I allow worn out cells to be repaired. That's a great one, because that's going to be, that is an energetic affirmational frequency that means I won't get cancer. I allow worn out cells to be repaired. So worn out cells that might be mutating, I allow them to be repaired. Cells I no longer release, cells I no longer need, I lovingly release. So this is like apoptosis. This is just letting cells that are no longer needed healthfully go through apoptosis. And then I often go right down to the 600s, you guys. Those of you who know me know that I do a lot of the yellow lines. I go right to the 600s. I trust the process of life. This is a new moment. My life is in perfect rhythm. So, so important. Then we go down to the bottom here. Oh, these are good. These are juicy. These are resonating. If they're blue, that means that they're super resonating and connecting for the person. All is well in my world. We surround you with safety and love. I create a life filled with rewards. My cells easily regenerate as needed. Clarity and harmony are within me. My DNA is happy. I feel better just saying these. I allow damaged cells to be released. I choose to enjoy my life. I am the joy of life, giving and receiving. And you could just do as many as you want. These are the ones that are resonating for that person according to the energies of the genius, according to the rules of the genius, how the genius works. The reds and the blues, these are resonating strongly for that person's energy field. Okay, so this is how it's done. First of all, let's go back to our Quanta capsule for a moment. Let's say this was our client was here on their device. Let's say they're coming in for their their refill of their Quanta capsule, or they might be at home and we're sending them long distance. Hey, Barbara G, it's good to have you here. And Barbara M is here too. All the Barbaras have arrived. Thanks for being here today. All right, so we're going to clear this list. So yes, we want to clear it. All right, so we're starting with a fresh, clean slate. Now we can't import it yet. First, we have to export it. So we go back to the Genius, tap on the Genius, and we go up to settings. You guys at the top right, this is called your navigation bar up here at the top right. Tap on the navigation bar, go to settings, or accessories, I always forget. Okay, it's settings. So now we go to, no, it's not, it's accessories, right? All right, getting it wrong here. Accessories, phew. Okay, we go to accessories. We go to accessories and we go to Insight Quanta Cap. All right, we're going to tap on that. Enter the email to export the data. So this is going to be the email that they chose, that we associated with their Quanta capsule. It has to be that email, you guys. It's not going to go to any other email. It's just not going to work unless that's the one that we use. So we send it to that one. I'm going to use one of mine, which I hope is going to work. So it's going to be Ariel, if I could spell it right, 875 at gmail.com. All right, so whatever it is, doesn't matter. That's the one that's associated for them. Then we hit OK, and all magical, amazing things, the capsule gets sent. Those frequencies, that little bundle of frequencies now gets sent to them in the form of a code. So it's going to take a moment, and actually let me check it another way. I'm going to see if I can check it on my email outside of the program first, see if I have it. Let me see if I can find it first. Then they are going to go to their capsule after they check their email, and they're going to bring this code in. So I've not gotten the code yet. Hopefully it's going to come soon. So as soon as I get that code, then I will import it. All right. So let's give it another second to populate. It's so funny when I export something, it happens instantaneously, but today it's not, of course, not cooperating. Let's see if I try one more time to do this. So they are going to receive that in their email. All right, it may not happen. And then they're going to go to their navigation bar at the top right, and then they're going to go to import Genie Quanta. They're going to enter the code there, and then they will, the frequencies will populate. Oh, there it is. Okay. You guys, if you ever don't see anything from Insight Health Apps, please check your promotions folder. Gmail is notorious at hiding emails that we intend to get from us. So let's go ahead and take a look at this together and go to the main screen. So let's look at this together. There we go. So it says this is what they're going to receive. Your Genius Insight Quantic app download is ready. Now I know this seems a little labor intensive, you guys, but it really isn't. And I think I'm going to have to actually pull it up here too as well. So, all right. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's see if we can get this here. So this is what they're going to see. Let's just go back and do it here. And wait for that to download. So then they're just going to copy and paste that code. If it ever populates. Let me just talk about it a little bit. There it goes. Okay. So then this is why it's good to train them in the beginning, you guys. So they get this code, and then you teach them whatever way that they're able to go ahead and copy the code. Right? It's much easier if you do it this way. And then they go back to the Quanta capsule, and then they just simply paste it. Now, you guys, I know that actually seemed like it took a little bit of time because of the logistics of it, but the truth is we're in the age of light. Like, this is the age of light and frequency. And if you just take a little bit of time to do this and share it with them, it can be quite amazing. Now what they can do, and you guys, I've asked Ryan in the new version of the capsule, and I'd love it if you guys would write this to him too, is to change this dang font. I don't know why it seemed like it was a good idea to put white over here, because the white, so send him a little message, a little love note that says, please change this in the new version. That said, it's amazing because they can now take these and use any of these for their own affirmation. So if they just want to run a singular affirmation for the day, they can actually say, cells I no longer need, I lovingly release. And that could be their one. Now that's good because it's black down there. They could just run that singular affirmation. You guys, this isn't just like repeating it. When you're running that affirmation, it's actually turning into a full signal that sort of bears all of the properties that you get with the genius, which is that archetype encoded energy that goes to the deep subconscious. So there's more that's happening than even just speaking or saying the word. There's a lot happening on the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual realm when they're running this for themselves. It's very, very powerful. So they could run a singular affirmation, or they could run many affirmations. They could also combine physical and emotional. So they could put them all in there together. It's just totally up to them and what they would like to run. And actually what you can do, I guess you can, sorry, this is like delaying a little bit, but you can now actually scroll up and down on this too. And you can pop this open to see what's inside. Everything is being delayed a little bit, so hang on, you guys. So what I was doing is pulling these down into, there we go. So you can sort of pull this up and down and scroll up and down. You can look and see what's in here. So you can train them If they're not able to get nuance, then just explain to them to put everything into the tray. If they get nuance, then say, hey, client, you can put whatever you want in here. You can put any of these affirmations. All is well in my world. Imagine somebody being able to run that for themselves all day, how that could change what their belief system is, what their standpoint is in the world. Clarity and harmony are within me. So these are just the ones that we chose for the healing chronic cases when people are healing from cancer and chronic illnesses. That was from that class, but you could create whatever affirmations that you would like to. So we also talk in the practitioner class about selling a series. So you want to sell that Quanta capsule along with 10 refills. So let's say it's going to be $25 for you to scan that person and find the best affirmations for them or the best oils for them. So then you take 25 times 10, which is 250. You might sell that for $197 and give them 2 free capsule refills plus the cost of the capsule. Or you could do, they pay for 10 sessions and they get the capsule for free. So they pay you $250 for 10 refills, which is super cheap, you guys. That's like dirt cheap, because you have to go in, you have to get their picture, you have to get their voice, you have to do the checking for them, and then you do it all offline. They don't even need to be there. They send you an email, they send you a voicemail, they tape their voice on their phone, and they send it to you. They send you a recent picture. You do the scan for them. You select the frequencies that you guys have talked about. Hello, client. I'm going to send you affirmations, and I'm going to send you chakra balancing, and I'm going to send you the energetic vitamins, minerals, and young living oils that you need today. I'm going to do that every day for the next 10 weeks in order to knock your socks off and change your life. It's only $25 every time I do that. So it's $250, and I'm going to gift you this Quanta capsule, which has a retail value of $49 for free. So you get something that has a value of well over $300 that is going to completely change your life. You can do it at home in your slippers with your feet up on the couch. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to travel anywhere. I'm going to do it all for you. All you need to learn to do is to pull these frequencies down into the lower tray, and you actually have to do it twice a day. So you guys, part of it is what we do, what Ryan does as the developer, what I do as the trainer, but part of it is how you lay the tray of food out for them, how you market it, how you describe it, and open yourself up to more abundance. This is not a lot of money for people to pay to receive this. $25 would be the rock bottom. You could be charging $30 per refill of a capsule. You could be charging $75 or $100. It's really what the client walks away with, the value that they perceive. Tell me anywhere in the world where we would ever be able to do this. Nobody has even imagined this, even in the biofeedback world, where we have the boxes and the wires. This is a wireless piece of technology where you could take this anywhere in the world. And we have, like, Casey is on today, and she travels all over the world and brings her genius everywhere, literally. And you could be sending the capsules anywhere, and you could be sending them to anywhere in the world. You never have to be with them in person for them to receive the capsule initially, because it gets sent by us to them. So today, if you want to get started with capsules, you can get 5 of them, which is $245, and we'll gift you one for free. So that's going to bring your price down, right, by 8 to 10%. Then you could also get 10. If you get 10 today, you will get 3 for free. Now, if you're an affiliate and you want to get a 20% commission, we have an amazing special. So anyone who's getting started today, we have an $11.97 special for the Genius, and they will get 10 Quanta capsules for free. For $11.97, they'll get the Genius, and they will get $500 worth of capsules. They will get 10 Quanta capsules for free. So if you're an affiliate, let people know about it. I've been letting a lot of newbies who are thinking about getting the Genius know about this, because imagine you guys could sell those if you want to. You're getting 10 Quanta capsules for free. You can sell them and make that money back, and you should sell them also charging them to receive the frequency. So for $49, you should be charging them 100 or maybe $75 total and 25 to send the capsules. So 75 times 10 without paying for it, with just paying $11.97 for the Genius, you could generate easily $750 worth of income. And that's just sending one person one capsule for $25 to fill their capsule, because it's $49 that they would have to pay online to get the capsule. So this is an incredible opportunity. It's a great referral opportunity. I know what you're thinking. Well, Ariel, where are those links? Don't worry, I finally have you covered. Because if you go to my website, the links are actually on my website. So let's go there together. You'll go to my website and you actually go to the specials on my website. And that's where I'm putting everything that has any level of importance, you guys. So if you just go up to the top left part of my website and you go to the August specials, and you have to drop down. So this is a little confusing. We're working on it, but drop down right here. And here it says Quanta Cap, buy 5, get 1 free. Quanta Cap, buy 10, get 3 free. And then right here, this is the one I've been telling you about for your affiliates, Genius Business Builder August Special. $11.97, get 10 capsules for free. 10 capsules for free. So for $11.97, they get 10 free Quanta capsules. So everything is improving, you guys. People are improving. They're improving with the frequencies. The website's actually getting better. Let's answer some of your questions and see if you guys are getting it now about the capsule. So I guess, yeah, I'd like to just ask you guys, are you getting it? Is the Quanta capsule making more sense? Should we do another export? Do you guys understand what the concept is? Do you understand a little bit more about how to make it profitable? I guess let me know that and give me some feedback on that. All right. Can I determine if frequencies last 5 or 10 days? We don't have that as a choice, so it automatically erases after 5 days. It's an interesting concept. It probably won't be in development, but I would definitely shoot me at the idea, Kathy, and I will forward it to the developer. That's an interesting idea. So you could just put in the number of days you want the frequencies to remain. So go ahead and shoot that idea to me and I will forward that to the developer. Will you send us a direction page that we can add to your mastery guide on the capsule? You know, I've really tried to include everything in the capsule, in the mastery guide. I think it's pretty dang complete. When you get the Genius, you don't automatically get the capsule. So on my YouTube channel, there is a video that is how to use the Quanta capsule. I will work on adding that page to the to an evolved version of the mastery guide. So Kathy says, I prefer to have the number I muscle test for. That's totally fine. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I don't know if it'll be programmed in. And, you know, something about that's interesting, though, Kathy, where you could actually do that already. Go ahead and muscle test them for how many days they should have the frequencies, and then either re-export them the exact same frequencies. Or what you could do is, if it's only supposed to be for 3 days, then manually have them clear the list just like this. You can have them clear the list. Or, you know, that would be one way that you could do it. So you could actually do it for a shorter period if they tested for how many days they should run the frequencies. I don't think we're going to have that programming right away, but if, let's say it's like they're supposed to run it for 10 days, if they disappear after 5, then just resend them the frequencies after 5 days. So I think that there are some tweaks where you could get around it for sure. There is a YouTube video about how to use the Quanta capsule on my website, and it's also on YouTube. So you could definitely, you know, check it out there. As Jane asked, like, hey, you know, I want the instructions about how to use this. They're definitely on the video there. So you could definitely take them down from watching the video. as affiliates, do we have our own affiliate link to the Quanta Capsule? I actually can create that for you. So that's a really great question. So yes, and you do get a 20% if somebody sells, if you sell, well, it's a little bit, you know what? I don't think the capsules are not actually commissionable because they are such a low price point. So we don't actually, I take that back. I made a mistake. We don't actually have the Quanta capsules are not commissionable. They were meant for you to use to build your practice. That's why we kept them at the $49 price point. So for any other product, Debbie, I can actually create a personal affiliate link for you. Like that link will be for that product and it will carry your affiliate code in it. So if you like a particular package or you want a couple of packages with your link, I will totally create that for you, but not the Quanta capsules. They're not actually commissionable. That's why we keep them at the $49 price point. Okie dokie. So more questions. More questions about the capsule. Again, I want you guys to think bigger than you've ever thought before. So try to really like expand your energy of what you want to give to someone. Think of longer programs for them. Like this is your 3-month, your 90-day program. And so for 90 days, I'm going to be sending you your frequencies once per week. And so therefore we're going to pre-arrange, you want to do everything up front, you guys. It's much better, even if you break it into payments, if you charge them for the whole kit and caboodle of sessions you're going to be doing with them up front. That'll be a very much better thing, and you give them a discount for that. That's something that we've talked about in the practitioner programs, where if something's going to be, let's see, 90 days would be like 3 months. So every month has 4 weeks. So that's going to be 4 times 3. That's going to be 12 times you're going to refill their capsule once a week, unless like Kathy, what she's going to do, she's going to muscle test and see how often. If I were to just say, okay, I'm going to send them once at the beginning, every Monday, they're going to get a new set of frequencies. So I'm going to charge them $50 every time I need to refill that capsule. That means that, let's see, 6 times 5 would be 300. Then you double that for 12. That's going to be 600. So it's $600 worth of refills. We're going to discount it. We're going to take 10% off, or maybe even $100 off. And we're going to say, if you get it today, you're going to get it for $497. And you have them, maybe you could break it into 2 payments. You want them to pay up front, so it's completely automated. This is a 12-week healing program for them. That's how you start to build your business. That's how you build your revenue. And that's how you're committed to them. You're going to take their emails, you're going to take their questions, and they're committed to you, right? They've signed up for 90 days to go through the program. It's really important because you're investing in them, they're investing in you. It's a partnership. Does the special offer with the Quanta capsule include the practitioner training? What training is included with it? Yes, that actually, if you get that through my website with the bonuses, it comes with my training bundle. So it comes with the mastery guide and it comes with the basic video training. However, practitioner training is not included in that package. The practitioner training is on the website for $597. You could get the practitioner upgraded plus, which has a discount in the training, but that also includes the 200 testing panels and 3 hours of support time. So you can look on the website for the practitioner upgraded plus, or you can get them a la carte, and you could just get the $1197 program and the practitioner training program. So that would be, you get the $1197 program that includes your basic training, and then get the practitioner training as well. So that's a good question. All right. Can you send a full, oh, Sharon, I love this question. Can you send a full session of 25 to 30 frequencies? 25 to 30 frequencies? Absolutely. Now here's the rub though. Unless you do it for them, are they going to pull 25 frequencies down into the tray? So there is no thing on here that has like select all and drop them into the tray. So if you send them 30 frequencies, either you are the one that's going to sit there with them and make sure that all of them are dropped down into the tray, or you have to instruct them to actually put. Now, I don't know how lazy we've gotten as human beings, but actually when people see this, they will literally be overwhelmed to put 25 frequencies in the tray. So you have to just check it out with them and see if they're okay with doing that. If they're okay, you can send them as many frequencies as you want, because this will actually fill up further. You can actually scroll down and pull the frequencies up. So I don't know what the maximum fill amount is for the Quanta capsule. It's actually a really good question, but you definitely could send them 25 to 30 frequencies as long as they're willing to put those in the tray. It's great that the tray stays loaded and they only need to drop them down once. I totally agree with that, Sherry. I absolutely agree with you. So I just think that this was such a great thing that the developer thought of. It's so innovative, and it really allows people the ability to participate more in their own healing. This isn't really about that I'm making all the magic happen and I'm causing you to get better. This is a partnership where we're working with the energy of the genius, the energy of my intention and focus, and the energy of the client's intention and focus. It's a trinity. It's three parts coming together and working in the field together. And when we send them the capsule, they take accountability and responsibility for themselves, and they enhance their results through the repetition of the frequencies. Tell them to do them twice a day if they can. If they do them twice a day, that's even going to be twice as effective. Or just do it in the morning for 7 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. 7 minutes is really a perfect sweet spot for them to do, because 5 minutes almost is a little bit too short, and then 10 minutes just seems too long for most people. So 7 minutes is a nice sweet spot. You do all the frequencies every morning for 7 minutes. I promise you, you guys, your results will be so much more powerful than before. And the idea of the capsule is really starting to catch on. Carol from the UK is one of our regular weekly attendees, and I think she's on vacation and she's on holiday, as they say, in India this week. But she just got 20 Quanta capsules because every client that she's working with, she is employing the capsule, and she finds that they come back more regularly because they want their new frequencies. Like, they're so excited. Like, imagine you not having the genius in the place of the client. They want their new personal frequencies. They want their affirmations. They want their food sensitivities to work on, to decrease that amount of sensitivity, or make their liver work better, or make their immune system work better, or get the energy of the Young Living Oils. They want that. They want to come back. And so they have that the repetition. They're coming back to receive it over and over again. They're excited about it. Don't you love getting something personal for yourself, something that's gifted to you personally? I know I do. So they love that personalization. But it's really impingent upon you, to set up automated emails where it's like, are you ready to get your next set of frequencies? Remember, remember to send me your voicemail and your picture, because I'm going to be picking your frequencies for you this week. So you have to stay engaged. This isn't just like we just put this out there and poof, everything happens. Like, you really need to be active and engaged part of making this happen. But if you do that, this tool will work magic. It causes them to be more engaged. They want to interact with you more. It's good for your business, but it really will improve the outcome. It's really in training frequencies over and over again. They become a part of you. You begin to embody them. And to that end, it means that miracles are absolutely possible through intention. If you have them saying every single day, my cells easily regenerate as needed, their cells are regenerating. This isn't just imagination. This is what the work of Bruce Lipton and the biology of belief and all of the things that we know now about quantum physics and being in the field. Your words and your thoughts are shaping everything, and this is the living embodiment of that. The hormonal, the practitioner level 3 class that I have coming up is all about that. If you know about bioidentical replacement therapy or the Wiley protocol, Suzanne Summers, what she did, it's all about taking these actual different hormones, because hormones are the key to being youthful. But we don't know what the implication of women who are 55 trying to take the level of hormones to be 25 again. But what if you get them energetically through biofeedback in a systematized, structured way? That's what the hormonal class for biofeedback is about. So you take the hormones, you get your own pathways to start to generate the perfect amount of estrogen that you need. You tell your body to produce the perfect amount of testosterone that you need to be the highest and best person that you're capable to be at this time. You tell your body to begin to produce that, instead of we're going to slather on all of these things and shut down our own pathways and not know what all the effects are going to be. So you guys, it's a new ball game, but entrainment and repetition are an important part of that game, of that ball game, of what we're doing. So the Quantum Capsule is really necessary and important. At the very least, you guys, spend $49 and get a Quantum Capsule. Send yourself the frequencies, or send your kid the frequencies, or send your spouse the frequencies, and see what their results are. Okay, so Darla says we need an all button. Select all button would come in handy. Go ahead and send me those recommendations, and I will forward them right to the developer who wants to make the Quanta Capsule better. I can't promise it, but I will definitely send those recommendations on. Would having the capsule give clients more reality in receiving the frequencies remotely? I just think that people, they are entraining those frequencies more powerfully through repetition, but they're also taking a level of responsibility. It's very instructive for them too, because they are beginning to learn, like, oh wait, I'm part of this change and shift. Oh, I am engaged. I am in the field. I am part of making this happen. We could do a reminder of certain improvements for more inspiration. Yes, sending them an email to remind them how important the repetition is very, very good. So just to be clear, each client you have to buy a capsule on the practitioner's end, and then they purchase their capsule too. No, that's actually a very good question, Maria. I'm glad that you asked that. Okay, so let me review. Your client can actually go to my website tomorrow and purchase a capsule in their name. Totally fine, no problem with that. The reason we have you buy the capsule in advance is so that you could get a discount, and also so that you have it available already there, and you can just sell it to them yourself. So you sell it to them, and then we send them their activation. So you've already pre-purchased it for them, and you say, hey, that credit I have for one of those capsules, send it over here to Jill. Jill needs it over here, and we send it to her because we know you've prepaid. If you want your client to go through the website and do that, then they totally can do that. Does not matter. But you do not need the Quanta Capsule at all whatsoever. You do not need to have this app. They need to have it. You send it from your genius to them. They only need to purchase it one time. The only reason we're talking about repetition is the amount of money that you are going to make for sending them capsules. They're extremely busy. They have no time to talk with or meet with you. No problem. When they get up in the morning, they record their voice, they take a picture, they send it to you. During your day, when you have time, you scan their picture and their voice, and you select, let's just say, 10 frequencies that you think would be the top and most shape-shifting and transformative frequencies that you could send to them. You then send them to their capsule, and you send maybe even a little summary or a narrative of what came out of the session today, and why you think that these frequencies are important. That's even more personalized. Then you tell them what to do. In 1 week, I want you to send me your voicemail and your picture, because it's really important that I send you updated frequencies. Over the next 7 days, you're going to transform in a way that is previously unimaginable, that you're not even going to believe the changes and the strides that you're going to achieve over the next week of running your frequencies every day for 7 minutes. And on Monday of next week, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to send me your voicemail and your picture, and I'm going to send you these frequencies again. You guys, is it starting to make more sense? Because I know Literally, for me, when I found out about the Quanta capsule, it took me about 4 weeks of trying to like wrap my head around it. I still was like, wait a second, what is it again? What does it do? But once you get it, it's so powerful and so cool. Okay, so Maria says, yes, I got it now. And how can I create multiple basics group and then add additional frequencies to customize for an individual? How can I create a multiple basics group and then add additional frequencies to customize for an individual? Well, I'm not really sure I understand what you're asking, Dale, so maybe try to clarify it. But if I understand some of this, you could have 5 basics that go to every person, and then you could still customize for that person, and then whatever you customize, you can export to them personally. So only what you select for that person that you put down in the lower tray is going to be exported to them. Now you can only do one. Let's see. Actually, I think you could do 2 exports. So as long as they don't clear the list and the frequencies have not gone away, if you send another group of frequencies to them, it'll just populate in addition. It won't replace them. So if you send 1, 2, and 3 frequency right now, and then you export 4, 5, and 6, they can actually populate them all at one time. But eventually, if there's a little difference in the timing, then they'll disappear at different timings. So if 1, 2, and 3 were sent today, 4, 5, and 6 were sent tomorrow. 1, 2, and 3 would disappear before 4, 5, and 6. I don't think I answered your question at all, but at least now you have some more information. I'm unclear how we can imprint their voicemail into the Genius. Well, what you do is you have their voicemail playing on a different device. So if you have your Genius on your iPad, you simply play their voicemail from your phone. So they call you, they leave a voicemail, you play it from their phone while the recorder is running on your Genius. So the record section of your Genius, then you hit record and you play their voicemail, and voila, the miracles of modern technology, you have recorded their voice. And that is a perfectly, absolutely fine way to get their voice, and it works extremely well. And then they send you the picture. They could even text it all to you, you guys. There's a voice recorder right on the text function of your phone. They can record that, and then they can take their picture and text it to you. It's extremely easy in the world that we live in today. Okay, can you ask to change the 5 days to 7, since you recommend a 7-day cycle and that makes life easier? Again, you can suggest anything that you want to the developer, or you can send it to me with a request to select it. I'm neutral as Switzerland these days. I can only send those recommendations because I'm not the developer. I can't make those changes, but I will definitely recommend them. Can we have our Genius loaded on our phone and an iPad? Yes, you can. You do need an additional license for a second access. So when you get your program for $11.97, you will get a second license at $197 in your cart. So you'll add a second license, and that gives you a second access. And you can get even another second access for a spouse or a significant other, but it has to all be accessed with the same email. So as long as you're willing to have that person sign in with the same email and password, you can have a couple of second licenses, and they're $197 each. I get text, picture, and voice frequently to use in sessions, easy peasy. So Sherry says, I get the text, picture, and voice frequently to use in my sessions. Okay, cool. So you guys, let's get some final questions. And if you totally don't get it or you don't understand it, then do me a favor and just send me another message and let me know down in the chat section. Go ahead and ask away. And I just really wanted to review the specials that we're offering. I knew that a lot of people after this would not don't need the Genius. Like Ted might be getting the Genius, so he'll get the benefit of those 10 free Quanta capsules. But for those of you who are my long-term users and my practitioners, you can get this get 5 capsules, get 1 free if you want to, and you can get 10 capsules and get 3 free. But if you're a newbie and you're just starting out with your clients, You could have them pay in advance, you could have them pay you, and then you can pay us, or you can get the link from me to go right to the website. So you don't have to do it in advance. It's just some people have asked us, if I get a bunch of capsules in advance, can I get one for free? So that's why we did that. But you could send them to the website and they can check out on my website, and I can send them the activation. You can prepay for them, and then you bill them, they pay you, you pay me, whatever you want to do. You could get one capsule now and start playing with it. It's totally up to you. All right. I would love to have the recording. I will definitely send everyone the recording of today, and I'll also make sure in that email to send you the YouTube video that's just a little summary, a shorter lesson in how to use the Quanta Capsule. The Quanta Capsule is an app program, not an actual electronic gadget. It's $49.99 and it's good for 5 days. So in essence, the Quanta Capsule costs $10 a day. Okay, let me clarify something. That is not totally accurate, Rosemary, but I like your take there of sort of feeding the information back. It's not an electronic gadget, it's an app. It's exactly what you see here. It goes on a device. It's electrons that get downloaded just like an app, just like the Genius. Yes, it lasts for 5 days. However, it's not $10 a day because the capsule lasts forever. The capsule lasts forever. It's just when they need to refill it. So whatever you're going to charge, okay, hopefully you're going to charge at least $50 when you have them refill, or you could charge $25. It's whatever you feel it will bear in the market and how you market it. Okay, so it'll cost them per day. That's true. If it was 25, then it would cost them $5 per day, and then I guess they could amortize the initial investment, but they never need to purchase the capsule again. It's only to refill the capsule. So Rosemary, I love and appreciate your kind of feeding that all back. That's very, very good. And she had one more part. I'm not grasping this yet, but I'm grateful that it took you some time. Eventually I'll get it. It is a little bit confusing, but they have this on their device. You send them the frequencies, they download it on their device. They never need to pay for the capsule more than once, but they will need to pay you to refill it, just like they would need to pay a supplement company to order the refill of a supplement. Eventually they're going to take all of the energy, all of the capsules that they can out of the bottle, and eventually they get everything that they need out of these particular frequencies, and they need a new prescription, they need new frequencies. So it cannot be loaned out to different clients. Correct. It wouldn't be loaned out, it would be just sent to that particular client. You know, it's good to sort of to scratch, you know, and sort of ask and sort of think about all of these different ways so that you understand it better. That's really, really good. So as always, you guys, you can send me any questions that you have to my email, Ariel at Awaken Total Health, or just go to Awaken Total Health and go to the contact us at the bottom. I hope that I've answered your questions, and any other last minute burning questions about the Genius, about the Quanta Capsule or the Genius, let me know. Or shoot me a message at my email. I'll be in the office for the rest of the afternoon, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you more about the Quanta Capsule based on your questions. I will also send out the recording if there's anybody you want me to send the recording to, or you can share the recording with anybody you want. I hope it's been informative, and I hope it's been helpful in helping to understand the Quanta Capsule more. And Sherry is so great. I appreciate you so much, Sherry. She says, awesome as always. I finally get it. It took me a while too. So you guys, we're living in an age of light and frequency. This is new stuff, and the Quanta Capsule is about as new as it gets. And it's something that's so fun to share with your clients. So I hope that you will get out there and start sharing that Quanta Capsule, even if it just starts with one. Thank you everyone for being a part of today's class. Thank you so much, Cheryl and Elfie. Graham from Australia, much, much love. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Hattie has been here. Hattie, hey. My ladies in Florida. So Florida is having such a great presence, you guys. I'm definitely going to be out in Florida teaching in 2019 because just got such great attendance. Ted, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I really appreciate it. And Sandra has been here, Rosemary and Margaret. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for being a part of today. I hope you have a great afternoon. Much love, everyone. See you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.